When I think of great comedic actors, one of the first that pops into my head is Robin Williams. He was truly a master of improvisational comedy, and he had so many unforgettable films. Classics such as Aladdin, Good Morning Vietnam, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Jumanji, just to name a few. After his unfortunate passing in 2014, I decided to go back and look at his work and find films that I hadn't already seen. One of these films, Cadillac Man, was actually a surprisingly good movie. To be honest, before watching this film, I really wasn't expecting a whole lot. With the somewhat low ratings on IMDb and the mixed reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, I wasn't expecting the film to be terrible, but I wasn't expecting it to be great either. Fortunately though, I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. Williams stars as the main character of this film, Joey O'Brien. O'Brien is the epitome of a sleazy car salesman. Take this for example. The film begins with him attempting to sell a car to a widow on her way to her husband's funeral.
You're not trying to sell me a car, are you? At my husband's funeral? Before he's even in the ground? Are you?
Yes.
We also discover that Joey has multiple girlfriends and an ex-wife. At this point, he's really not helping his case. Joey also takes some time to break the fourth wall and address the audience directly. I personally love when characters do this in films, and it works perfectly with this style of movie. Not to mention Robin Williams' style of comedy is perfect for this kind of thing.
I'm a sick man.
Anyway, to keep the summary short, we soon find out that Joey is in jeopardy of losing his job, and he has to sell 12 cars before the end of the weekend in order to keep it. This guy's clearly got a lot on his plate, and it's actually impressive that Robin Williams manages to keep the movie funny, because when you really think about it, this character is actually fairly sad and depressing. I think that this story of Joey trying to keep his job while juggling his girlfriends and his ex-wife would have been entertaining on its own, but the film almost sidesteps these conflicts in order to create a new one. As Joey is attempting to sell cars to multiple clients at the dealership, Tim Robbins, of all people, crashes in with his bike and holds everyone hostage.
Oh, you bastards are gonna die! You having a good time? Now you're gonna die!
The film turns here from Joey's story to more of a Dog Day Afternoon type film, although with a comedic twist. That's what's so fascinating about this film. It's almost two different movies. And while some critics, especially Roger Ebert, felt that it took away from the film, I personally think that it added to it. The story progresses in such a way that the holdup is truly a shock. There's so much chaos going on already that right when you think what else could go wrong for this guy, it happens. It makes Joey take his persuasion skills to a whole new level, and a lot of the funniest scenes in the film are between Williams and Robbins.
Stay back! Tell them to stay back, or I'll blow this place and have the block to hell. He said stay back! We're gonna blow this place and have the block to hell!
Overall, I found this film to be really funny as well as very entertaining to watch. Like usual, Robin Williams delivers a standout performance, and Tim Robbins actually does a pretty good job of holding his own next to such a great comedic actor. Unfortunately, much like the last movie I reviewed, this film doesn't have a Blu-ray or Netflix release, although it's pretty cheap to buy on DVD. I would say if you're a fan of Robin Williams' style of comedy, or comedy films in general, this is a must-see, underrated gem. Thanks for watching. This is Kyle Swartz signing out for WHS Now.